Over the past 7 years, I've moved every year, and some of those years I moved multiple times within a year.
I just moved all the way from Northern Virginia to Maine, so here's a breakdown of how much that move cost.
I moved into a place that I can't afford, and now I'm stuck.
Hey everybody.
Welcome back.
So something that we've been talking about recently between the two of us a lot is, would it be good to move somewhere else if we wanted to get like a home, get some land, like get cheaper stuff? We learned one thing, in the one areas below us in Chesapeake, Virginia, it is cheaper in some houses, but some of the grocery stores are not cheaper for some reason.
Because if the taxes for a property is lower, than the grocery taxes and sales tax and all that will be higher sometimes.
And that sucks. But so a lot of people are trying to experience change in the area. So some people are trying to leave the country, political reasons, money reasons, experience reasons. A lot of people trying to move from different cities, different states, all that for financial reasons, all the other reasons. So we need to be looking into that right now.
Yeah, because people that have done it will tell you how it actually is.
For real. It's a horse in the Chick-fil-A checkout line.
Also, if this part was silent, it's because it's copyright.
Yeah.
No.
This funny thing is too, our city is it's a resort city, but we're like a blend between countryside, city, and suburban. And we live more near towards the countryside suburban area, so it's like on the edge of that. Well, I see only like one horse out in public once.
For real.
And the funniest thing too. Oh, sorry, you gonna say something?
I don't know if I've seen any in public.
We were in the car together and we saw it, right?
Wait.
It's a guy walking the dog on top of the horse.
Yeah. That was weird. This is in the countryside.
He was walking his dog on top of a horse, which made no sense to me.
But that's changing location for them, I guess, because we were in the right area. That guy was in a different area.
Yeah. See, the funny thing is too, that's like legit, like maybe like a 5-minute drive away from where we stay at. So, I want to say this: like, if I had a horse too, I'll probably be driving that instead of using something to take gas.
Yeah.
A lot of spam calls recently. I'll say it.
Over the past 7 years, I've moved every year, and some of those years I moved multiple times within a year. One thing that I've learned from having to move from place to place is how to move, okay? And not only how to move, how to do it strategically with God. If you're struggling with the funds, trying to figure out how you're going to move because the money not math and it's not making sense money-wise, I want to give you 3 quick things that you need to be doing in order to get that figured out, okay? The first thing I want you to do is figure out how much it costs to be you. Okay. And I mean, like on a month-to-month basis, how much do you spend in expenses to be you? And I'm not talking about like eating out. I'm not talking about any of your subscriptions, the Apple Music, the Netflix, none of that stuff. How much does it cost to be you as far as health wise, you getting food, you paying your bills that you need to pay on a month-to-month basis? How much does it cost to be you? So you need to figure out that number, because according to Philippians 4:19, the word says that God shall supply all of your needs. Okay, so that means everything that you need, he will fill it until it's full. But part of him being able to fill it is you knowing what exactly you need. Figure that out and have that number. And I just want to encourage you to start praying into that. Apply Philippians 4:19. God, your word says that you will supply all of my needs according to the riches and glory in Christ Jesus. That's what your word says. So right now, this is how much it costs to be me on a month-to-month basis. Can you please supply my need? So that's the first thing you want to do. The second thing you want to do is you want to cut out all unnecessary expenses, okay? Once you figure out how much it costs to be you, if you got to let go of some subscriptions, you got to let go of ordering food, you got to let go of getting fast food, you got to let go of getting the nails, the hair. It's been a point in time where I ain't do nothing with no nails, nothing with no hair, nothing with nothing, okay? I cut everything out because if it was not a necessary expense, it went towards my move. So for some of y'all, you need to go ahead and cut out the unnecessary expenses. You got more money than you think you got. You're just spending it on things that you don't need to spend it on. So that's number 2. Go ahead and cut all unnecessary expenses. If it's not something that you need to be you on a month-to-month basis, cut it out and take the money that you've been spending on that and put it towards your move. And the last thing you want to do is have a moving budget. Just as you figured out how much it costs to be you right now, you need to figure out how much is it going to cost for you to move. Like, what do you need? What do you need as far as getting your stuff from A to B, getting you from A to B, getting the applications, getting the everything that you need for the move. You need to figure that out. How much is that going to cost? And once you figure that out, you start working towards that before you even get to the move. Okay, so you're going to be asking God to supply your needs. You're figuring out your needs, and then you're removing anything that you don't need. Any unnecessary expenses. You're gonna have to get disciplined, and then after that you're gonna start working towards what you need once you get to your new place. So if you're struggling with money, it's time to go ahead and remove some stuff that you don't need. All right, that's what really helped me. Every time I got ready for a move, I started going through my finances, going through my expenses, figuring out what do I not need, what can I cut back on. And once I did that, the money started to appear, and God was still supplying my needs. So my prayer for you is that God will supply all of your needs in this season. He will bless your transition, and as always, congratulations in advance on your move. You got this, and God got you.
I got nothing to say really. They have that seemed like the basic things to do. Really, it's just like, hey, what do I need to pay? What do I not need to pay? And maybe I should stop buying so much Chipotle. I actually don't touch Chipotle. I hate Chipotle so much. Come in with Chipotle, and you're literally not leaving your life.
But like, yeah, moving can be really expensive. Like, there's a lot of costs involved with that, especially if you're moving out of state, because you have to like do things at the DMV and then like all the other stuff, and it's a lot.
I'm cool with state to state. You go to that state, you might get yeah. Even though the reference is funny, it's like, to me, it's best. I live it all the time.
Moving is horrible.
Moving does suck. Like, it was easier with my family when we moved in here because, free labor, but once you got to start paying for that mess, got to pay for a truck and all that.
Mm-hmm. And then, like, I don't even know what it involves to, like, move out of country because, like, you can only take so much on a plane, so.
Oh, yeah, most definitely. Oh, snap, yeah. Dang, actually, now I gotta look that up. I gotta look it up one day.
Do they do like water shipping or something like that?
Most likely, but how long would that take?
Probably a long time.
Yeah. And then the boat sinks. Now you lost all your stuff.
That would be very unfortunate. Get insurance on that if they have it.
Dang, I had my dog in that boat. Not anymore.
Oh no. You never know what could happen.
I'm moving soon, but I heard it costs thousands of dollars to hire movers. Is there a cheaper way to do this? Yes, you can save a ton of money by picking up and driving the truck yourself, but hire movers to meet you there to pack up and unload all the heavy items and furniture.
Just reserve a U-Haul, then go to their website and click Moving Labor. They have a marketplace that'll basically connect you to local movers that will help you both load and unload your truck.
This can actually save you a lot of money, plus you won't be on someone else's timeline. Oh my god, that's so helpful. Where can I learn more ways to save money? Oh, just follow Michelle. She'll make you richer.
I feel like this was actually something you can just look up on the internet. I don't think I need to follow you. Sorry, Michelle. I'm not trying to be a hater, but yeah.
But that's a cool tip. So if you're moving, definitely do that.
Yeah, because I was thinking that like not all movers are someone that's going to have like. It makes sense that the truck would cost extra.
Yeah,
you got to pay for their truck and their gas and all that, but you can just pay for a truck yourself and just hire them to put it in the truck and drive it yourself.
Yeah,
makes sense
for real. Any ways you can save money.
I just moved all the way from Northern Virginia to Maine, so here's a breakdown of how much that move cost. The biggest expense was for the moving truck, which I rented from Penske for $736.84. This price included furniture, blankets, and a dolly, and they required a 5-day rental even though we only used the truck for 3 days. For our moving supplies, we got all of our boxes and a ton of packing paper for free from people on Facebook Marketplace, but there were a few other things I bought like tape, a moving cart, and a mattress bag for a total of $159.75. I drove the moving truck and my boyfriend followed behind me in my car, so our total for gas for 2 vehicles was $318.64. And I knew the gas for the moving truck was going to be expensive, but every time I had to fill it up, it really hurt. I also had to pay for tolls for my car, which was $70.35. Since the drive happened over 2 days, when we stopped, we had to get a hotel, and that cost $193.30. Finally, for all of our food during the move, which includes meals and car snacks over those 2 days, we spent $140.18, which brings the grand total cost of this move to $1,619.06.
That's actually pretty. That's actually pretty cheap. I'm not gonna lie, because a 2 day move. I don't know where they're at really, because it was like Texas. What like over half of that day was just going through the state.
Yeah.
But like a 2 day move down here, at least on the East Coast, that's about like I'll say, that depends how fast you're driving, how far you're going. That's legit like a 3-4 state drive.
Yeah.
5 state probably more, depending on what state you're going to.
Yeah. But those truck things, they take a lot of gas.
Oh yeah, most definitely.
Because $100+ on gas for one thing is like insane.
Now here's the crazy part. Was it diesel?
Probably.
Dang. That much in diesel's crazy.
I don't know.
I don't know. I don't even know how the diesel works like that, but you know.
Yeah. But just to factor that in if you're going to be taking a long drive in it.
Yeah, truly. Also, there's a hotel thing. Like, you do need a rest, and you probably shouldn't be sleeping in your moving truck. You make yourself a huge target if you're doing that.
Yeah.
The hotels, that makes sense. I wouldn't want to stay in a motel either, for real.
It's expensive, though.
It's expensive as heck, though, and all the food is definitely going to catch up. But that is actually a pretty good price for moving to multiple states.
Yeah. So they did good.
Yeah.
Could have been worse.
It could have been way worse.
I moved into a place that I can't afford, and now I'm stuck. I recently moved into a luxury apartment, and though it is nice and I like it and all these other things, I realized that I can't afford it. And when I say I can't afford it, it does not mean I can't pay for it. Like, I have enough money to pay for it as far as money's in my bank account, but as far as like what I want to do in life, I can't really afford it. In a sense of, now I'm in a position where it's like, I'm here and I pay so much in rent. It's to the point where it's like, I can't even go on a trip right now. Like, I can't, like, and I haven't traveled in a while, and I'm very big on traveling. Like, I'm very big on going out and stuff like that. And I can't really do it as much as I would like to, because it's like, I can't afford it. And I don't know why we do this to ourselves. Like, I don't know why when we feel like we get a new job or we start making more money and stuff like that, it's like, oh, I have to increase my living expenses. Because that's what I was thinking. I was like, okay, well, you know, now I'm making more money, so it just makes sense for me to get a nicer place. It just makes sense for me to get a luxury apartment because I'm making this amount of money, and people who make this amount of money live in this kind of place. And like I said before, I like where I live. It's really nice. It's, you know, really cool and everything, but it's like, at what expense? And I feel like a lot of people don't understand the difference between, yes, you can afford it as far as like money in your account, but you can't really afford it for real. Like, I'm in a position I honestly and truly can say, like, if something drastic would happen, knock on wood, I pray not, I don't know if I'll be able to afford it. In a sense of, I do have money saved up, but for example, my best friend, right, she totaled her car recently, and so she literally has to buy a new car this weekend. She just totaled her car like 2-3 days ago. She has to buy a new car this weekend. I honestly and truly could say, if I had to buy a new car right now, I would be screwed. Because it's like, dang, like, do I really have enough money to? Because so much of my money has going to me upgrading my lifestyle. And I just feel like, I don't know, I just feel like we have this mindset in a sense of like, oh, when I start making more money, I have to drive a certain kind of car. I have to live in a certain kind of place. I have to be a certain kind of person. And it's like, the place I was living before, it was nothing wrong with it. It was nice. It was cool. I mean, it wasn't as quote unquote nice as the place I'm living now, but at the same time, it's like, what is it worth? At least before, you know, when I wanted to, I can go on trips and I can do different things. And it's just like the same problems that I was having before, I have again, because I feel like every time I want to, like, I level up my lifestyle, I feel like I have to level up all the problems with it. And it's like, that's why I truly never level up. Because it's like, when I increase one thing, I just increase another thing. So as I get more opportunities, I just increase my problems. And yeah, so I just thought that was so crazy because I really was sitting here and I'm like, yo, I can afford this place on paper, but like I can't afford this place in my soul.
I'm so sorry, everybody. My favorite. We have I'll say, how big is it? As tall as me, shelf over here. She dropped down.
She's fine.
She's fine. That's crazy. Sorry. Anyway, yeah, I was listening to that, and honestly, I'm gonna be real. That last part of the video was not needed. It's lifestyle creep. That's what happened. And people were like, "Oh, I want to live somewhere safe." You can live somewhere safe that's cheap. Not every cheap place is dangerous. Yeah, there's more cheaper places in the most dangerous areas.
Yeah.
But you always go to the cheapest place in the safe area.
Like us.
For real.
Literally the most cheapest place here that is not the hood, which is like down the street.
Yeah. I lived over here my entire life, and I can tell what part of a bad area is actually pretty safe. Why is that camera overheating?
Bruh.
It's plugged up completely.
Well, anyways. But this is why, like, I don't understand why give yourself more bills just because you have more money. Like, you would think when you have more money, you can just have extra money for everything else and you don't have to pay all of these bills anymore.
Yeah, this was the last video anyway, actually.
Yeah.
So that actually works out a lot. We have a lot more videos in the playlist, but I don't think it was needed like that. Keeping yourself like in a spot you want to be at is hard. I'm gonna be real. They attempt to raise rent here. The only reason we stayed here a lot is because early bird specials. So
yeah. Don't upgrade just because you have more money. Like, you want to look rich, then show people your bank account, show people your other accounts, and that shows that you don't have any debt or bills.
To being rich to me is not, oh, I have a jacuzzi and a yacht, even though that is pretty rich to have a yacht. Being rich to me is, oh, hey, I have money, so anything that happens to me, I can just not worry about it at all and just afford it. That's what being rich really is to me.
Yeah, it's called financial freedom. Like, you don't have to work, really. You don't have to owe people anything.
Oh, my house exploded? Oh, that's fine, though. I can just get a hotel until they rebuild it.
Yep, you can pay for everything in cash, own it outright.
Yep.
No loans.
Oh.
You're the lender now.
Oh, my entire roof just caved in because of a bursted pipe. That's fine. I can just go chill outside, get it repaired tomorrow, bro. They'll be here tomorrow. They'll get all fixed up.
There would be no signs with me. Like, I would still be living in like a old, almost broken down place. Just upgraded a little bit, whatever is broken that you just can't live with.
Oh, trust me, there'll be signs. There'll be signs for me, but it won't be obvious. You can guess. You can already guess what they are. You want to announce to people how well you know me? Guess what it is. I'll tell you if you're wrong or not.
I'm so confused.
There will be signs, but it won't be obvious. You know, tell them.
It won't be obvious.
There'll be signs. You gotta really be up my grill to know it's the signs. I'm trying to do too much for the video at this point. I don't know. I'm sorry.
I was gonna say one thing, but like, I don't know if that's what it is, and then I don't want to look stupid.
Well, that's the whole point. I'm joking. What were we gonna say though? We're not gonna make you look stupid. And most likely it will be true technically too. So, because my opinions change so fast, I'm not gonna lie. What would it be?
Does it involve surgery?
No.
Okay, never mind. So I would guess a PS5.
Yes. Wait, whoa.
Nothing. Thank you for watching it. It was like a funny joke thing. I didn't know if it was gonna be like serious or a joke. So I was going the joke route.
Either way.
That is the correct one.
Either way would have been one of them. I know I'm about to ask her off camera, but what would be your signs? Also, where you want to move to? I forgot to ask him that. Like, where would you want to move to?
Yeah.
And if you have moved, what's your location change like? I would probably buy a horse too.
Yeah, I would get a farm with like a bunch of animals.
Most definitely.
And then that lowers my bills a lot too, because then I don't have to go to the grocery store for anything to have my own farm.
Okay.
And then I can actually make money from that farm.
Heck yeah. I can't wait to be stuck in a big legal loophole with a farm. Ooh-wee. Oh well.
Yeah.
Sorry for derailing this video so hard, guys. Bye.
Thank you for watching the video.
Sorry.
Please remember, like, comment, subscribe, share the video, and please get us to 1,000 subscribers.
Yeah. Bye.
Bye.